So my family, we grew up Catholic. We're like one of those families that really went on holidays, and sometimes when my parents were like, all right, let's go to church. We did not enjoy it. Well, I didn't. I can't remember anything from it other than a couple times where I fell asleep. My sister was actually told about New Day, and so my family started going in 2016. I remember walking, and I was like, a church in the Basketball Hall of Fame? Really? Okay, well, I'm going, so. But it took me a while to actually want to go to church. The same year that we started going to New Day was the same year that I was officially diagnosed with depression and anxiety. College, it was an experience for sure. I would hang out with my friends, we'd party, as that's pretty usual at a state school. I didn't want to make the hike from school to church on my one day to relax and sleep in. And I mean, it was enjoyable for the short term, but not really at the same time, because I was still battling with my depression, and my anxiety got way worse when I was living on campus away from my family, and it would just get crippling. My hands would cramp up and I couldn't function. And then COVID hit. So schools were shut down. I went home. Church was closed too, so we would watch it online. My parents would have me come down from my room and watch church, which was fine, but I was too stubborn. I didn't want to lose control in my life because I had so little of it, so I wanted to hold on to whatever I had. My anxiety got a little bit better being home with my family, but I was always taking a back seat and wherever I was in life. One time my anxiety was really bad. I was on a trip in Florida with my friends, and I got sun poisoning, and I couldn't go out. We were in Florida, so I had to stay away from the sun. I was sick, and I had that crippling anxiety of being away from home, being alone in a cramped little hotel room. I never really prayed before that very much, or not like earnestly. And I remember laying there, and I was like, God, please, if you could just get rid of my anxiety right now, I'd greatly appreciate that. And it was gone. And I was so shocked. I was like, oh, wait, I'm not alone. And I ended up leaving that trip early, going home, and that situation was just looming in the back of my head. I was like, oh, wait a second. I can see what's the hype, I guess. So I went home from that trip, and I went on Amazon, and I was like, you know what? I want to buy myself a Bible. I want to know more. I was reading it every morning and night, probably for a couple months, kind of learning more, very interested. I started going to church a little bit more often, and listening to Mike's sermons, like I started to feel like conviction in some of them. Going to New Day every week with my family once, because I started going every week. I don't know, it just had a feeling that made me feel like I was at home. I liked seeing all the smiling faces, and that was actually what made me want to start serving too. One night I was reading my Bible. It was in Romans, and I just remember I had that moment. I was like, I didn't have to do this life alone. And I read it, I closed my Bible, and I started crying. And I was like, God, I can't do this life without you. Like, please, like, take everything. Like, I'm yours. And yeah, he was relentless because I was so stubborn. And he just came in and changed everything. Normally, like, going up on a stage getting soaking wet, like, it's something that I would have been anxious about. I would have not wanted to do that whatsoever. Like, I don't like being in front of people, and I had no anxiety about it. I was like, you know what, yeah, I want to do this. Even standing up on stage, like, that was good. It was really a great experience. I had no anxiety around it. I was super excited. Anna, the one that I met the first time that I came to New Day, she was actually in the tank with me. That meant a lot. I don't want to say that there's really nothing to be depressed about anymore, because, I don't know, all of my anxieties, all of my worries, all of my sadness, just give it to him. And I don't know, I haven't been the same ever since.